What we're doing here is cooking some tasty beef steaks. I did a little butchering. We got some leather. Well, yeah, leather for books, obviously not for armor. Duh. And beef, as opposed to completed mushroom stew, is not beef is stackable. Mushroom stew is stackable in the sense you can stack bowls, red mushrooms, and brown mushrooms. So 3 slots, 1 slot. So that'll solve the adventuring thing. It'll make it a lot easier to adventure once we can start slaughtering our herd, which we have reached that point. Unfortunately, we had a chicken bite the dust, and so I'm back to squat on the damn things, which really ticks me off. I ought to go out there and throw those 4 eggs. What the hell? No, I want to. What I'm doing here is I'm going to play wood shop person and make a separate enclosure for the chickens so that whatever the hell I did, I make sure I don't do again. Over here, we have a functioning sugarcane farm. So we have leather. I'm probably going to get real tired of these two that are on a different level. Dude, there's some dirt I should have cleared out that I didn't. There we go. Mr. Kitteh, get out of the water. Why, I don't know. Walking with the kid to school, he was yeah, I told you I was going to get tired of those ones up there. Walking with a kid, I used to walk him to school when he was in elementary school. Queens Country and Colonies, I don't know how that translates, probably pretty easy there. It's just first school. We have kindergarten, from the German, of course, child's garden. That's where you just go in and you take naps, play, and color, and generally aggravate the piss out of your teacher. And then we have elementary school, and it was, I don't know, some blocks away from the house. So I used to walk him every day because it's not entirely safe in this country, even in good neighborhoods, and we were in mostly a good neighborhood. There was a problem later on, and I almost dealt with it on a personal level, but that probably doesn't matter anymore all these years. It was just about a drug dealer that I thought shouldn't be there. And so if you ever hear about a drug dealer at an elementary school, well, yeah, it really does happen. So, but anyway, I'd walk with him to school. That was the point of this story, not all this other crap. And one day he's going down the sidewalk. Every step he's scuffing his feet. Scuff, 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 scuff. And he was making me totally friggin' insane. And I almost said, but I'm kind of even then I was a bit of a thoughtful person. I almost said, stop scuffing your shoes, you're going to wear them out. And it occurred to me that that's what my mother would have said to me. My father probably would have just dealt with it or just told me to quit scuffing my shoes. So I may have been channeling his influence. But anyway, I didn't want to say what my mother had said, because he wasn't going to wear them out. Hell, he was growing like a damn weed. He was going to outgrow them. That's what kids do with shoes. So finally, I said, stop scuffing your damn shoes. You're making me crazy. And so he stopped scuffing his shoes. So that's probably why he is the mess he is today. I don't know. You know, in olden days in America, and probably in Europe too, they said you probably have your equivalent over there. Spare the rod, spoil the child. So there you go. Just not nearly enough rod in that boy. Chicken. You got grass, lay eggs. That's your job. You can do anything you want to, Mr. Chicken, because you are so far from being on the harvest list that it's not even funny. Fortunately, all we need the chicken, actually, if we have the enchanting table, I do not want a knockback sword first. So what I will get will be a knockback sword. And so that'll be a good creeper weapon. And if you've seen any of my videos, I almost never use a bow. Almost never. It's not a religious thing. It's, I don't even know what the hell it is. It's from not having enough arrows too many times in too many early games and just getting in the habit of doing without, believe it or not. I know I usually fight like crap, but actually I do it well enough to get the job done. What I try to kill dies. That'd be a good motto for a military unit. What we try to kill dies. Sometimes what we don't try to kill dies. Like each other. That would be friendly fire. Now, how friendly is fire when it kills you? Well, I don't know. Never mind. Too much philosophy. If I never said it, I was in the military for 4 years. I was in the part where you try to avoid being killed. That was the Air Force. Had a discussion with some Marine friends when I was on Okinawa. They could not believe that we were not untrained in weapons, but virtually untrained in weapons. I fired a gun one time in basic training, and that would be the only time I ever fired a gun. I just screwed up my infinite pool. But I explained to him, and you'd have to understand Marines to understand why this was funny to him. I explained to him why that was not a problem. I said, if I'm ever on an air base that's overrun, as you're standing there holding the base while the last planes take off, you'll see me waving from the plane as I take off. Not that I was a pilot, I would be in the plane. But you'll see me waving from the plane while you hold the runway. And that's why we don't have to know how to shoot. And the Marines thought that was the funniest damn thing they had ever heard. So that tells you a lot about Marines. And my point about them would be quite simply this. I personally do not believe charging into a machine gun is a good idea. However, you may be in a situation where it is your only option. And you'll be damn glad there's somebody with you that thinks that is a good idea. Not to be picky, but there was no seed in that. Oh. And cats love to do that. You'll whack them in the grass. You can't heal cats, so keep that in mind. No seed in that either. Well, I'm glad I didn't choose that as an option earlier. However, I'm not going to use any of that anymore. Okay, Sane Farm is accomplished. And what I'll do is stop this nonsense of picking one wheat stalk at a time. This stuff, I hate this. First grow wheat. Well, with the villages now, if you actually find one, you don't have this situation. First grow your wheat, though, you wind up standing out here whacking one wheat stalk at a time trying to get some wheat. Or running over to your damn chicken all the time to see if he dropped an egg, which he did. Come here, Eggie. Nope. Sugar cane's not ready. Mr. Skelly. Where are we on experience? We're at 31 on experience. Well, where the hell was he going? He must have gone upstairs. What we need is... You bastard. Alright. Oh. Vision impaired or intelligence impaired. Me, not him. There's a skelly, there's a creeper. I wonder if spiders do better with flat land to spawn in. God damn. This was probably a bad idea. Run! Slurp down the old mushrooms too. I think they call it hard because it's harder. Well, I got the old heart pumping. Oh, there's still a bunch of them up there. I ain't going up there again. The burned child shuns the fire. Kitteh, what are you doing over there? You're supposed to be helping me with this whole creeper thing. Come on. Now, when they're on a chest, it's kind of hard to tell if they're on sit or not. Are you on sit? You're not now? Ha ha. Somebody pushed you off the chest. I really need a spider, but I really need not to die, too. Spiders. Spiders. Problem is, I was thinking, well, I could throw a torch down to melt an area so it'd be big enough and flat enough to get some spiders. Oh yeah, come on, come on, come on. You are my friend. There's red flowers out here. I know I don't need those. Maybe we'll dye the one sheep red so I can find him. There's a spider. Come on, spider. What is hitting me? A spider. Well, so much for no spiders. Get him, kitty. Get him. Yeah, I thought I was too close there. Alright, I can still see my area there. Watch me get lost in the dark. Thank you, Mr. Spider. That was very generous. Quick check. Yep, we got it all. It'd be like me to be out here with no room in the inventory and to leave all that crap laying on the ground. Good job, Mr. Kitty. You saved Daddy. You saved Daddy. Good, Kitty. Name you saved Daddy's ass. Ah, the egg check. Nope, no eggs. Creeper check. Yep, creeper. Skelly check. Yep, skelly. Boy, I do not like this area. I mean, compared to being up on a hill in the taiga, I guess it's fine. Okay, Mr. Kitty. Egg check. Sugarcane's not ready. The wheat's doing really well. So I guess that other wheat was just not growing early on, just to tick me off, because it's growing as much as wheat grows. Maybe it grows faster if you're around outside doing stuff. Hell, I don't know. I think it doesn't grow early on out of just pure meanness. Alright, good enough. Let's go do some boring things, and I'll pop out here and do the egg check and do some more fishing, and finally clean out these inventory or do the chests and sort them out. Might be able to do an enchantment table. I won't do that without you, trust me. Oh, and look up the case of the frozen dogs. I hate to hit him. I think you can hit him and have him come back to life. Damn it. Damn, I hate to. I'll look that up first. I hate to do that.